Well, I'm getting ready to go on another 6-month travel adventure over to Southeast Asia, and I'm only going to travel with one bag. Now in the past I've made some one travel bag videos, but what I thought I'd do is kind of give you an update on my travel with this new video right here. And I'm getting ready to leave next month, so it's a good refresher. And if you have any comments below, please leave them below as I go through this quick one bag travel routine that I do. Now the bag that I actually have is the 40 liter GR2 Go Ruck pack, and it's pretty heavy duty, weighs 4 pounds, which is, what's that, about 1.85 kilos, and it's very durable. What I like about this bag is it's kind of broken down into clamshells, so you can open up the outer clamshell right here. This is the outer area, and then you start getting into, it has various pockets and web storage areas. And then this is the main area right here, which I want to show you, where I actually pack my main stuff inside. So you got more inside web storage areas, and then the main clamshell area. Now before I actually get to the inside, this is the bottom of the pack right here. And what I like to do is on the bottom, these are Ziploc bags. I always carry a lot of Ziploc bags. These come in handy in so many ways. You know, either you get the gallon and you get the quart size, and you always have them, and they're nice to have. You can use them for just about anything. And I just put them on the bottom down here, so it makes really easy storage. They don't weigh anything, and you always have them. Of course, I got a little fleece right here for long travel. Now, what I also like to do is travel with the compression sacks. And these compression sacks are really nice because they actually do compress the clothes. And what's nice about them is this. Now, everything that I have clothes-wise is inside this bag. And it has a double zipper on it. So once you get it inside, it'll actually zip. The second zipper, which is on the outside, will compress the bag even more. So it'll actually flatten it more, so it makes it flatter to go inside your bag, like so. So this is my clothing bag right here, and I have an idea of how much it actually weighs, and I'm going to get into that in a really minute. And this other bag right here is really nice because when you start getting into the budget traveling, now I'm actually flying over to Thailand, so Thailand's going to kind of be my base, and then from there I can travel to other Asian countries or anywhere else I want to go. But most of the time it's on budget airlines. Now budget airlines, they're very strict about the weight. So you generally got to get your bag down to like 7 kilos. What's that, 14 pounds roughly? And 14 or 16 pounds. So they're very, very articulate about the weight, especially when you go up there to the check-in. Now what I do is, if I know that I might be a little bit heavy, I can take one of my bags, let's say right here, lighten it up a little bit. I know how much it weighs, throw it on my back. When I get into the check-in area, you know, my bag will pass the cabin check and I'm good to go. So just a little bit of a trick when you're traveling on budget airlines. But generally I just keep, and also I keep this for like excursions, so I don't have to carry the whole pack. You know, once I get to my destination, I have another little pack right here. So kind of a two-way thing. So like I say, this is the clothing bag, fits nice and neat inside the bottom of the clam here. Right here, this is my computer electronic pouch. And it's kind of cool because it's just a little electronic pouch right here. I got this off on Amazon, and it's really nice, has a zipper top on it. You know, for the longest time I was using Ziploc, but this is much better because it's much more durable, and you can hold almost all your electronics in here. Nothing really breaks. I've been traveling with this one quite a while, so inside here I have you know, extra, I got my mouse in here, extra hard drive, little thumb drives, and a couple power cords. And that goes right inside this pouch right here. And I can store any, you know, extra other little knickknacks in here as well. After that, I have this is my liquid bag. Of course, you have to have this when you go through security. So that goes nice and neat right there. And this is my camera bag. Now the cameras that I take as a YouTuber, I take 2 GoPros, Hero 10 and 11. Right now I'm filming this with the Hero 10. And I've got the Hero 11 in here along with extra batteries, extra bipod, stick, cords, cards, and you know, various other little nice things that go with a GoPro. And I store that right on the top here, so it fits nice and neat. The one thing about these bags is I can actually fit them right inside my pocket, and they're very compatible, and I know how much they weigh, and if I have to pull them out, I can easily put them in my pocket. So once that is done, this is all nice and neat right here, tucked away. I go to the next area. This is the second, where it has a nice little nylon mesh right here. And inside here, this is my med bag right here. Got various little medications for my long travel. And that fits neatly inside the bag. Now this is what you call paracord 550 cord. That's really nice when it comes to being in like a hotel room. You can use it for a clothesline, and various other uses. I mean, being a former frogman, I found paracord, we used to call it 550 cord in the teams. This has so many uses, it's unbelievable. And I've been carrying it for years, and I'll show you another trick that I use it for on the actual bag itself here shortly. And I just keep that inside. Med kit right here, plenty of moleskin, band-aids, because I'm always out on my feet all the time. Cover a lot of land when I'm overseas and on my travels, so it's always nice to have. Extra power cord for my computer. You know, there's an old saying in the teams, just like on the cameras, 2 is 1, 1 is none. And what I mean by that is, you know, if one thing goes out, at least you got a backup. And like I say, I got a backup GoPro, and then also got a backup power cord for my computer. Put that inside. And these are wind slayers right here. Wind slayers, they're really nice, especially if you're filming outside and you got a lot of wind, and it really cuts down on the noise. And I found these things to be really quite the deal right here. Zip that up nice and neat. And then on the top here, this is kind of like a quick electronics area. I can pull out my power cord right here. These are just like something if I need really fast. I got an extra phone charger in here. Let's see what else I have in here. I got my Fitbit charger, and a couple other chargers in here. Something I can get really quick, I don't have to dig into the bag. And this is my computer charger right there. The one thing about the GoPro, I always have lanyards. Whenever I carry the camera around, because I'm out on a boat all the time, I got spare lanyards to put around my wrist. And I highly recommend it if you're going to go out on a boat, and I've spent a lot of time on craft. And this fits right nice and neatly on the camera, so you can always have it either on your smartphone or on your GoPro, whatever camera it is. You're out on the boat, and let's say you hit a wave or whatever it may be, or let's say you want to get that nice shot and you don't want to drop that camera. I mean, you're looking at like $400 or $500 for a camera, so always have lanyards, and I got plenty of them. Learned that in the teams as well, in my many years in the military. So that pretty much covers that clamshell right there. Then you close it up, zip it up, and on the outside, I got right here, This is where I can carry my smartphone inside. I also got a Kindle that goes in here. I currently have both those charging right now, but generally I can put them in this top pocket for quick access if I'm sitting there in the airport. More cargo storage areas right here, web mesh. And I've got another one on the outside. This one I got, you know, like toothbrush shaver in there. And on the top pocket, I got a quick go-to charger for sitting in the airport. Also have another charging jack inside my little butt bag right there for when I'm actually on the airplane, and I can plug that into the USB in front of me. So I can zip this all up right in the front. Before I get going in the back, this is my Mac Air, and what I like about it is it's nice and light, fits neat and nice in there, and I use the Final Cut Pro, which I'm pretty happy with for my video editing. And supposedly, GoRuck says this is bomb-proof. It was designed by a former Green Beret, and I've worked with those guys, you know, years ago, back in my team days, and those guys are absolutely spectacular. And this bag is great. Now, what I was talking about, like on the cord, see these zip tie, or the zippers up here, which are really durable zippers. I mean, believe me, you won't have any issues with them. The only thing I didn't like about them is they're a little bit short. So what I did is I took some more paracord, 550 cord, and made them a little bit longer so I could zip them up, and that way it's much easier to work with. On the outside here, I have some spare tape. Now, having spare tape, I love to have it because there's always times you might need something to tape up really fast. So what I do is sometimes I'll put like 2 or 3 pairs right on the back of the pack here. If I need tape real fast, I can use it. Carabiner, I always carry it. I've been carrying carabiners my entire life, both in my military career and now following on as a traveling full-time YouTuber, traveling the world over, and never travel without my paracord or carabiner. Now, a couple quick hacks about traveling with one bag that I've learned, and I've been traveling with one bag for quite a few years now, is if you are going to travel with one bag, live out of that bag for at least a week before you're going to travel is kind of a good way to go. Now, I actually start way before that, maybe about a month out. I'll start living out of the bag, and then you'll realize when you're actually living out of it, and don't cheat. I mean, whatever you're going to take with you, put in this bag, and then use it, you know, before you travel, and then you'll realize what stuff you don't really need, and you can kind of jettison it. Say, well, I don't really need this, I don't really need that, and then it'll get it down to a point where it's, you know, easy. That way you don't get overwhelmed, because it's very easy to get overwhelmed if you want to take a lot of stuff, but really you don't realize you don't need to take as much stuff as you need to, because whatever destination you're going to, you can generally get that, whatever you need when you get over there. So another trick is actually practice sliding this under the seat in front of you. Now what I do, now because I've traveled with this bag so much, I already know it's going to fit in the seat in front of me, but find a standard measurement for a airline seat and just kind of practice taking it off your back and then just kind of sliding it under the seat, and you'll know, well, I think it's going to fit. You know, you just kind of push it in there. You know, that way, that's your backup plan. You know, if you have a roller bag, that's not going to work. I don't like traveling with roller bags, so I generally don't want to get into that. I mean, everybody's got their own preference, but I like the old backpack. Now, this right here, this is my butt bag. I carry this. This is always with me. I kind of call it my first line gear. Put it around my waist. And this is with me the whole time. Never leaves me. Inside here, I got my passport, wallet, you know, important documents. And inside here, I got like anything I need, like in the air on a long flight, I don't have to get it on a pack. Let's say if I got it on the overhead, I don't have to get up and get it. It's all right here with me. And even when I'm, you know, going back to use the bathroom or something, I always take it with me. I never leave this bag by itself. It's always on my person. So this is it right here. This is my one bag travel for my next upcoming 6-month travel adventure over to Southeast Asia, and I'm really looking forward to this travel. You know, I've been in San Diego now during my travels currently right now, and you know, if you like this content, please consider subscribing. You know, give it a like. It really helps my channel. I travel everywhere. I love doing adventures, and I love sharing my travel adventures, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. So, see you guys.